Hey, I don't have time to make a regular video, so going live. All right, so first of all, sorry I don't have my mic. As you can see, I'm in the car and I was not planning on doing this. Okay, I've gotten a lot of requests for information on removing medical collections. All right, so this is like the one time I'm going to tell you you can use templates to remove collections. Okay, so what I'm talking about is that you can use the validation of debt. Yes, I said validation of debt, and yes, I said template. Can you believe that? Yes, I said it. I said the forbidden word. And give me 2 seconds. I gotta turn my AC on. It is really hot in here. Okay, so basically the way that it works, and yes, you can get a copy of a VOD basically anywhere, but you can get one on my website. It's been a couple of years since I updated the webpage, but it should live at expertcreditsweeps.com/VOD. All right, so anywho, moving on. There's 2 parts to this, and it's super important. Okay, so part 1 is that you need to dispute directly with the collector. Okay, couple things that you want to keep in mind though. Number 1, if it's within the statute of limitations, you gotta be careful. Yes, going back to like my most popular video on be careful with the validation of debt. It's true, you gotta be careful with the validation of debt. Now, anybody can sue anybody, right? But you don't want to put yourself in the position to get sued. I mean, it's really as simple as that. I mean, that's really with anything. Disputing directly with the creditor, disputing directly with a collector, disputing with whoever and whatever. You got to be careful. But having said that, the whole point is that you can increase your results drastically, like super drastically, by disputing directly with the collector. Okay, obviously you need their name, obviously you need their address, get it directly off your credit report, and using the validation of debt, it's very simply going to put them in the position to either remove it, ignore you, or whatever, right? So there's actually 4 letters. So letter 1 is the whole regular, like send me the documentation with my signature. Obviously there's no signature, and they're either going to A, ignore you, B, remove it, or C, verify it. Letter 2 is where you're like, okay, well, you either ignored me or you sent some stupid, what do you call it, like a statement or something. Obviously a statement is not legal verification and you need to remove it. Okay, the power behind the VOD is not in letter 1, it's not in letter 2, it's actually letter 3. Okay, letter 3 is where you hit them with the notice of dispute. So now this is the part that people get confused with. It's not about the documentation, it's about the notice of dispute. Okay, so Section 623 of the FCRA states that they have to put, not they, the collector, but they, the bureaus, have to put the required notice of dispute within 30 days of the date that they received your letter, right? Now with the collector, they also have the same amount of time. But here's the thing that you need to realize. The collector is much less likely, I think I said that right, much less likely to enter the required notice of dispute than the bureaus. The bureaus will probably put it on there like 7 out of 10 times. So you want to dispute with the collector first. Okay, dispute with the collector first. Okay, so I would say like 15 days or 30 days before you send out your letter to the bureaus, send it out to the collector. Okay, send it out to the collector. You're going to wait 30 days, pull in a report. Is it there? Yes, no, move on. All right, so remember, there's more than just 1 letter. Now, the second part to this is your bureau dispute. The second part to this is a bureau dispute. First part is disputing with the collector, right? Obviously, hello. Okay, so second part is disputing with the bureaus. Okay, your bureau dispute is not a template. The template goes to the collector. We are only talking about medical collections. We're not talking about debt collections. We're not talking about portfolio. We're not talking about, Midland. We're not talking about any of them because those are debt buyers. Do not dispute directly with a debt buyer, okay? I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about any of that stuff unless it's outside the statute of limitations and you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Don't dispute directly with a debt buyer, okay? Please, please, please listen to me, all right? Okay, so you're only disputing with the third party. Now, can this process also work with like regular utilities and apartments? Yes. But all of the questions have been related to medical. So that's why we're talking about medical. So your bureau dispute is going to very simply say, this account's unknown. Why are we saying that? Because we want to put the burden on them to verify that account. They're not going to be able to verify it. I mean, let's just be real here. They're not going to verify it. They're going to either remove it or they're going to verify it. And then you have to move on to the next step, which is, you could use factual based disputes after that. But I always start with putting the burden on them to verify. Okay. So while this may sound confusing, and yes, I'm trying to pack a lot of information into a little bit of time. So I apologize if I'm speaking like fast. But there's a lot that goes into this, okay? And yeah, regular, unknown to the bureaus, validation of debt, template to the collector, okay? Just please, please, please remember, do not send them out at the same time. Dispute with the collector first, and then dispute with the bureaus, okay? I don't remember if there was anything else I wanted to say about that other than just be careful, okay? Now, if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about with the notice of dispute, once again, it is something that they're required to put on the account, where it says like comments or whatever when you're looking at your account. Hopefully you're using the site you're supposed to be using, which is Identity IQ, but you would look right where it says comments. It should say disputed by consumer. That is the required notice of dispute. Now, you may actually have the account list the notice of dispute, but it might not be reporting on your credit monitoring. So that is where looking at, a real credit report, like directly from the bureaus, comes like in hand or handy or whatever. But yeah, I guess that was it. Yeah, once again, didn't have time to make a video tonight. I have a lot going on and I gotta get back home. Gotta put my kids to bed. It's a little bit late. If you need my help, if you don't want to do this yourself, whatever, there's always a link in the description of like every single video. So schedule a call. I will see if I can help you, and if not, I might have a recommendation for you. Guys, there are a ton of videos that I've posted in the last 60 days. Go back 60 days and move forward in time, and everything that you need about factual based disputes is in those videos, okay? Yeah, if you have questions, post them in the comments of any video. I have been catching up on my comments, and that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I am going to get home now. All right, see you later. Bye.